Hello, and thank you very much for joining me for Positive Intentions in Real Life. I'd like to let you know a little bit about me, why I am qualified to be letting you know how to use positive intentions in real life. So, this is me when I was a child, obviously. I grew up in an emotionally, psychologically, physically, and sexually abusive home for 10 years of my childhood. I was told every single day that I was useless, worthless, ugly, and that nobody would ever love me. At age 12, my mom and I escaped, but I was still trapped in my own head. That mantra that was told to me by my stepfather for those 10 years, I continued to torture myself with that same mantra for over another decade. Until one day I decided enough was enough, and I began to climb my way out through a lot of hard work, time, and commitment to myself. Here is me now. I began reading a lot of self-help books in the beginning to learn why my thoughts were so negative and how I could overcome this. I was one of these very, very negative people that even on a beautiful, bright, sunny day, I could complain about it being too bright and too sunny. And I ended up finding my way to energy work called Reiki, which some of you may have heard of this before. And I ended up becoming a master in Reiki. And that is over 20 years ago now. I can't believe that. I also, at the same time, became a registered massage therapist in Canada. And I was healing others through positive touch, which had an absolutely amazing effect on me and my own healing. I found mentors as well along the way whom I worked very, very closely with to learn how to love, appreciate, and respect myself. And positive intentions was one of the very many things that I tried that was able to help me for myself transition from a victim to a survivor of my circumstances. And so now I pay it forward. Now I do things like this, where I help other people try to learn how to use something like positive intentions to help improve their life. So, is this workshop that we're going to do today for you? Well, if you feel like you rarely have any time to meditate daily or at anything at all, really, you go through the motions, you're reacting in the moment, you're feeling very overwhelmed on a regular basis, maybe even daily. You struggle to stay positive, especially when things do not go as planned. And most importantly, you are disappointed with life not living up to expectations. If any of these feel like they are resonating with you, then this is the perfect workshop for you. The ideal world versus the real world. So, in an ideal world, you would meditate for 30 to 60 minutes every single day. You would react perfectly in all situations. You would have nothing but positive thoughts and feelings, and you would have the life of your dreams. However, most of us, as we've already just discovered, this isn't our current reality. It's more that previous slide where we don't have time every day to meditate. We do not feel like we are reacting perfectly in situations. In fact, we're always trying to catch up. We have nothing but positive thoughts. No, for a lot of us, it's nothing but negative thoughts, especially when there's unplanned things that happen in our day or things that we are planning for just do not work out the way that we had hoped. And we definitely are not feeling like we are living the life of our dreams. So the solution today that I would like to talk to you about is you. You are worth taking the time. You have control over your actions and your reactions. You have the power to make better decisions. And you can have everything you feel you deserve. And that is key. You have to feel that you deserve it. The solution is within you. So I'd like to start our workshop today talking about energy. Now, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It is only transformed or transferred. For example, the light that is coming out of the light bulb in the room that you are in, no doubt, is just a transference of electrical energy into light energy. everything in our world has energy. Every single thing that is in the room that you are in right now, including the computer or the phone or the tablet you have in your hand, the chair that you might be sitting on, the clothes on your back, absolutely everything is vibrating right now with energy, all at different frequencies. And this even includes you. That means that our thoughts are also vibrating. We have positive and negative thoughts, clearly, and they're going to vibrate differently. Everything is going to have a different amount of energy, and that amount of energy is going to allow those particles to vibrate slower or faster. When we vibrate at a certain frequency, changing the frequency of that vibration feels uncomfortable and even unnatural, which means that we will continue to vibrate within our current frequency. In fact, even when we go to work really hard to get us to vibrate at a different frequency, a more positive frequency, the uncomfortable feeling that we're going to get with that, taking us out of our comfort zone, is actually going to give us a very strong desire to go back into our less positive frequency. Right? And that can take all kinds of different shapes and forms, from the mantra that we have running in our head to the types of people that we hang around with, right? Like attracts like. So you currently have a lot of people in your life that will support the frequency that you are vibrating at by vibrating at a similar frequency. Right? That means that when you have a day where you are complaining, you will surround yourself with other people who would like to complain as well. And in doing that, you end up feeling very comfortable because you get affirmation from those people also agreeing with you and also complaining themselves. Right? And that affirmation then fills you with power, makes you feel like you are doing the right thing because other people agree with you. And that will keep you in that frequency. So shifting energy vibrations is very, very important if we want to try to learn how to use positive intentions in our real life to have any kind of substantial difference in our life. It's also going to be a lot harder than what it seems on the exterior. If you are in a negative frequency, you are naturally going to do what you must to continue to vibrate at this frequency. This will be subconscious. You are not going to make a conscious decision to continue to stay negative for this example, or to constantly be overwhelmed, or to not feel like you are making progress in your life where you want to be at this stage in your life. You're not consciously going to choose to be there, but you will make yourself stay there. You'll surround yourself with people who are predominantly vibrating at the same energy as your own. You will eventually end up feeling stuck from this. And many of you might have already recognized this, which has brought you to this workshop to begin with. Shifting our energy vibrations is going to be uncomfortable at first. If you would bear with me to do this fist clasping exercise. So go ahead and clasp your hands together as you would normally. And then what I would like you to do is to just shift your fingers over one. So undo the clasp and shift one hand over by one finger breadth, and go ahead and clasp your fists again, or your hands again. And you will notice what I'm talking about. This is very uncomfortable. It does not feel natural. The longer that you do this, however, the more natural it is going to feel. So we will come back to trying to clasp our hands in this unnatural way again at the end, and see if it doesn't feel a little bit less uncomfortable. What will start to happen is you will begin to attract others that will be vibrating in this new frequency. And this will lead to opportunities that you would not have seen, or definitely would not have taken before. Now, the power of intention is huge here. Setting positive intentions is a great way to start to do this, to shift your vibration into the positive. But they need to be positive. If you are feeling very negative, like I used to, then you will end up starting your intentions off negatively without even realizing it. So for example, I may have, when I started this out, start saying things like, I will not overreact in bad situations today. But that in itself is an actual negative statement. So instead, you can change this to say, I will act and react in ways that serve my higher good. So changing it so that you don't have a word like not, a negative word in there. You are not enforcing the negative in this sentence by saying overreact, right? That's the thing you're trying to avoid. Yet by adding it into the sentence, you are actually giving it power. You're actually putting your attention onto that, which is what you will focus on in that day. You will focus on overreacting. So rather than that, you pick out the positive of how you would like to figure out your response to this particular issue, and you will keep it in the positive and use that as your positive intention. So I will act and react in ways that serve my higher good. Ideally, you will set this in the morning to allow yourself to start the day vibrating at a positive frequency. And it's also ideal to reinforce the intentions several times throughout the day. And you can also set new intentions as the day unfolds. Perhaps something happens at work during the day that you weren't expecting, you didn't realize was going to make you think or act or react in a negative way. And so you would like to actually address that right then and there. So there's nothing wrong with that, and that is absolutely encouraged. So some examples for you for becoming positive. These are some of the intentions that you can set for yourself. I see the beauty in every part of my day, wherever I am and whomever I'm with. I surround myself with positive, supportive, and loving people who mirror my own intentions. I am in control of my actions and reactions. I act and react in ways that will serve my highest good. I will take time to honor myself today. I will find humor in my day and appreciate each of those moments. I will remain positive today, allowing myself to flourish with positive thoughts and experiences. Some examples for you for moving forward if you are struggling like I did so many decades ago now, it seems. But when I was transitioning into more positive, my biggest obstacle, of course, was getting beyond the abuse, moving forward from that. So things that I would say to myself then was, I allow myself to move forward today, and I'm open to seeing new ways to do so. I feel safe and secure in my life. I will approach new experiences today secure in this knowledge. I am a strong, vibrant person who deserves the best life has to offer. I have survived my past and am proud of my accomplishments. I honor these accomplishments and recognize new ones as they occur. I am worthy of success and abundance. I will recognize opportunities to grow and take them. Now, the plan for these types of positive intentions. I want you to plan to set one positive intention in the morning while you are getting ready. Okay, just one. We'll keep it simple to start. I want you to then increase this to taking 5 minutes a day for thinking time, where you consciously think of your positive intention. Okay, so rather than doing this whilst you're putting on your makeup, for example, or packing your lunch or making the children's lunches, I want you to eventually work your way up to taking 5 minutes out of your morning for just you, where you would think of these positive intentions you are setting for yourself. That you are going to eventually upgrade to 10 minutes of meditation on your positive intention per day. So I want to make this clear. You're going to start out with just one intention that you will set whilst you are getting ready in the morning. So you are not taking any new time out of your day. You just have to remember to think about this one thing while you are getting ready. Once you are comfortable with that, So that takes you as long as it takes you. So that might be a day, a week, a month. You might still be at that stage a year from now. That is totally acceptable, and you should honor that. When you are ready, however, you're going to take 5 minutes out in the morning, even if that means you have to wake up 5 minutes earlier than you do now. And that is time for you, where you are not getting ready while you are thinking about the positive intention, but rather focusing on this intention. You will do that until you feel you are ready to move on, however long that takes. And now you will upgrade that to 10 minutes of actual meditation on your positive intention. So sitting down, clearing your thoughts, and thinking about nothing else but this positive intention. When you are ready from that, so again, day, week, month, year, whatever it is, you honor that. And when you are ready, you increase the number of intentions within your meditation. And this part is limitless. However many intentions you want to set, you have the power to do that. And I want you to then confirm your intentions throughout the day. And this one is harder than what it seems, because it's very easy for us to get distracted in our day. And so this is why I have it as our last thing to do. Once we are regularly setting intentions, and more than one intention per day, we are meditating for 10 minutes at the start of the day on these intentions. Once you are at that stage, now begin to confirm your intentions throughout the day. Now, it is important here to know that you do not need to do this alone. It's totally natural for you to feel very excited right now, to have really resonated with some of my examples of positive intentions, but to also at the same time feel overwhelmed, because again, we're talking about something new, and something new is the same thing as shifting our vibration. So while I talk about shifting vibration, I want you to clasp your hands again for me in your normal way. And then I want you to unclasp them, move one finger breadth to the side, and clasp them again. And again, it will feel weird, but it shouldn't feel quite as abnormal as it did the first time that we tried this exercise. I know that you don't need to make these changes alone. And I know that because I did not make my changes alone. I myself worked very closely with different types of mentors. We didn't have coaches and online mentors back when I was going through this. We didn't have Facebook. We didn't have the internet when I was going through this. So my mentors were people that I met in my day-to-day exchanges. So my Reiki master was one of my mentors. When I found my way to her and started training with Reiki, I allowed her to be a mentor for myself. I worked as a massage therapist at a wellness center that had a shaman who did a lot of healing work there, and I allowed him to become my mentor. And these people made tremendous progress for me, helping me to stay on task, encouraging me, supporting me, giving me the push that I needed to make my transition. So having someone that you trust to guide you, working very specifically with you to empower, motivate, and push you out of your comfort zone is absolutely key. I offer a wide variety of services to help support you on this adventure of having the life that you deserve. And they include courses, workshops, and a mentoring program. And so I will talk very briefly about the mentoring program for you. It is tailored to your specific needs. I do have a typical outline that I would suggest. However, when I say it is tailored, I mean that I take a 30-minute free consultation call with you on Zoom, and we take time for me to get to know you and see what your needs actually are. So as a typical guide, I would suggest a monthly 60-minute online group mentoring with other people that I have been working with as well that might be able to resonate with you. A bi-weekly 30-minute online private mentoring where we go much more in depth with you and your particular needs, the tasks that need to be set for you to make the progress that you need, as well as bi-weekly distance Reiki healing to give you the energetic support that you need while you are transitioning. Now, whatever kind of program that we decide on, if that one does not resonate with you and we build something from scratch, regardless, these are the things that I typically help move people towards. Learning to love yourself, saving whatever past you have, and looking at that head on and letting go of that. Taking a hard look at who you are, what makes you do the things that you do, what are you gaining from those things, and is that what you want to be doing in order to get the gain, the reason why you are doing it? And if not, what could we be doing differently? Redefining yourself then by finding the positives, discovering what it is you want your get to be and how to do it in a way that serves you and your highest good. Decide what you deserve in life. Really dig deep to find what your old patterns, likely from your childhood, are on what you think you really deserve in this world, in this life that you've set for yourself. Recognizing the opportunities as they present themselves, and then finally challenging yourself so that you live your life with purpose. What do you get out of this, regardless of what we discover when we do our 30-minute consultation and how we tailor this package? What I'm looking for is to help empower you, find your inner power, allow you to become more positive, have improved relationships, gain confidence and improved self-esteem, gain more freedom with your life, and recognize new opportunities that are there all around you and learn how to grab hold of them to create your dream life. And we will get this by using our group mentoring calls, if that works for you, to touch base, support each other, learn from each other, set intentions and tasks for the following month. And of course, use our bi-weekly, more private mentoring to delve much deeper into your personal struggles, setting goals that are specific for you, intentions and tasks that can be anything from visualizations to use, or the types of positive intentions for you to set, or much, much deeper, more prolonged activities to move you forward and have the life that you deserve. They will be challenging, and they also will be personalized to your needs. Allowing the bi-weekly personal distance healing from Reiki to ground and support you on your journey. Like I mentioned, I would never begin to even consider a mentoring program with somebody before having a chance to get to know them and what their specific needs are. So I offer a complimentary Zoom call that is 30 minutes long. So long enough for us to be able to actually get to know you and what your needs are. And it is completely free. So if that interests you, the link I have here on my screen, so calendly.com/Sabaniak/30 minutes, and click on that, select what time works for you in your time zone, and we will go ahead and have our Zoom chat. I very much look forward to hearing from you. I hope that you found this particular workshop helpful, and I wish you all the best.